Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by telling you something that might sound a little different than what you're used to hearing, but it's something that I know deep down in my heart you've got to focus on yourself. That's right, yourself. Not your neighbor, not your coworker, not even your family or friends, but you. Now, I'm not saying ignore the world around you. Of course, care for the people you love. But here's the thing: you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly putting everyone else first, if you're giving all your energy to people, to work, to things that don't fuel you, eventually you're going to run dry. And when you run dry, what do you have left to give? How can you show up for others when you haven't shown up for yourself? So what does focusing on yourself mean? It means taking the time to understand who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, your purpose. It means committing to your own growth and self-care. It's waking up every single day and choosing to invest in yourself like you would a priceless asset. Because you are one. You can't let life just pass by waiting for things to happen to you. You make things happen. But listen, this isn't about selfishness. This is about self-respect. This is about understanding that you are the foundation of everything that's going to come your way. You don't wait for someone else to fix you. You take responsibility for your own happiness, your own health, your own success. When you focus on yourself, you give yourself the space to heal, to grow, to rise up to challenges, to become the best version of yourself. You see, life isn't easy. It's not always going to be fair. But it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. What matters is how you get back up, how you take control of your destiny. And you can't do that unless you focused on what you need to be strong. So I want to leave you with this: never underestimate the power of focusing on you. When you do, you'll not only change your own life, you'll change the lives of those around you. Because when you rise, others will rise with you. And when you take care of yourself, you become a force for good, not just for your own life, but for the world. Focusing on yourself is one of the most powerful actions you can take in life. It is not about being selfish or disregarding the needs of others, but rather about ensuring that you are strong, grounded, and aligned with your own purpose. Self-investment is a crucial aspect of focusing on yourself, and it is the key to creating long-lasting growth. When you take the time to invest in your own development, whether it's through education, personal reflection, skill building, or learning from experiences, you lay the foundation for becoming a better version of yourself. Without this focus, it becomes much more difficult to navigate the challenges life throws at you, and you may find yourself stagnant or unsure of your next step. Investing in yourself means recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. It involves taking a deep look within and understanding your own desires, motivations, and aspirations. It is about setting goals that align with your values and passions and working towards them every single day. Too often, people are caught up in external pressure, society's expectations, family obligations, or the pursuit of success defined by others. When you focus on yourself, you take a step back and determine what success truly means to you. This could involve pursuing a new career path, honing a talent, or simply committing to bettering your health and well-being. Without this self-investment, it is all too easy to follow the crowd and get lost in the noise, never really knowing where you are headed or what you are working towards. Self-investment is not just about tangible achievements or external validation. It's about creating a strong sense of self-awareness. This awareness can lead to profound insights about who you are and what drives you. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to handle the ups and downs that life inevitably throws your way. Whether it's personal relationships, professional struggles, or moments of self-doubt, when you have invested time in understanding your own emotional triggers, your core values, and your personal boundaries, you are in a better position to handle the obstacles that come your way. This investment also helps you build resilience as you become more attuned to your inner strength and capacity to bounce back from difficulties. One of the most important aspects of focusing on yourself is the cultivation of habits and routines that nurture your mind and body. It's not enough to just be focused on external goals. The inner work is just as crucial. Daily habits like exercise, meditation, proper sleep, or even setting aside time for reflection can significantly improve your quality of life. When you take care of your body, you become more energetic, focused, and mentally clear. When you nurture your mind, you begin to think more critically and creatively, making better decisions for yourself and your future. These practices don't just benefit you in the short term, they create lasting change that will impact every area of your life. Self-investment also means making decisions based on what's best for you, even when it's hard. Sometimes focusing on yourself requires you to say no to others, to set boundaries, or to prioritize your own needs over obligations that don't align with your goals. It can be difficult to put yourself first, especially when you've been conditioned to believe that helping others is the most important thing. However, true growth and success come when you make the difficult choice to prioritize your own well-being and long-term happiness. This isn't about being indifferent or neglecting the people around you. It's about understanding that you can't help others effectively unless you've taken care of yourself first. It's the principle of putting on your own oxygen mask first before helping others, because only when you are strong and healthy can you truly offer your strength to the world. Taking time for self-investment doesn't always have to be a grand, life-altering decision. It can be something as simple as dedicating a few minutes every day to learning something new, engaging in a creative hobby, or spending time alone to reflect on your life. Small investments, when done consistently, can lead to significant changes over time. By focusing on yourself, you build a solid foundation for future success and happiness. It's a continuous process of growth and refinement, and every step you take towards investing in your own development brings you closer to the person you are meant to be. Self-investment is not just about achieving outward success, it's about cultivating inner peace and fulfillment that radiates into every part of your life. Focusing on yourself is one of the most powerful actions you can take in life. It is not about being selfish or neglecting the people around you, but about recognizing that in order to truly support and contribute to others, you must first understand and care for yourself. Too often, we get caught up in external demands, what others expect from us, the pressure to meet societal standards, or the distractions that seem to constantly pull us in different directions. But none of these things can replace the most important asset you have, your own well-being. Self-investment is a concept that goes beyond material success or short-term achievements. It's about intentionally dedicating time, energy, and resources to your personal growth and development. This kind of investment can be transformative, enabling you to become more resilient, more aware of your true purpose, and more capable of navigating life's challenges. When you focus on yourself, you open the door to understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Self-awareness is the first step in creating meaningful change in your life. Many people go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations based on habits, unconscious beliefs, or outside influences. Focusing on yourself gives you the chance to step back and evaluate who you are, what you want, and where you are headed. It allows you to identify the areas in which you need to grow and the habits or patterns that might be holding you back. Once you understand your own desires and limitations, you can begin to chart a course for the future that is aligned with your authentic self. This process of self-reflection may involve asking difficult questions about your values, your goals, and what truly brings you joy. But this is where the power lies. When you understand yourself, you take back the control that might have once been in the hands of external circumstances or other people's expectations. The process of self-investment is also about cultivating the discipline to work on yourself regularly, even when there are no immediate rewards or recognition. This could mean setting aside time to read, learn new skills, or engage in activities that nurture your physical, emotional, or mental well-being. It requires a level of consistency that most people overlook. Often we look for quick fixes or shortcuts in life, hoping that success or happiness will come easily. However, true transformation comes when we make self-investment a daily practice, whether it's carving out time for exercise, working on your emotional intelligence, or even taking a break when you need it. These small daily habits accumulate over time, compounding to create profound changes in your life. And over time, as you see the results of your investment, you'll begin to appreciate how much of a difference it makes. The discipline to invest in yourself every day builds a foundation of self-respect, which is one of the most important qualities a person can develop. Self-investment also means prioritizing your physical and mental health. The body and mind are interconnected, and neglecting one often affects the other. By focusing on your health, you are laying the groundwork for greater energy, clearer thinking, and emotional resilience. Whether it's committing to a regular exercise routine, eating nourishing foods, or managing stress in healthy ways, these habits are not luxuries, they are necessities. Without physical health, it becomes much harder to perform at your best, whether in your personal life or your career. Similarly, mental health is just as crucial. Taking time to process your thoughts, deal with emotional challenges, and practice mindfulness can increase your capacity for empathy, improve your decision making, and enhance your overall quality of life. Many people overlook their own well being in the midst of their busy lives, but focusing on yourself means making health a priority. This investment gives you the strength to face whatever comes your way and the clarity to make decisions that are best for your future. As you invest more time in yourself, you also become better equipped to navigate the inevitable setbacks and challenges life will throw at you. People often make the mistake of thinking that growth is linear, that it's all about constant progress without any obstacles. The truth is, life is full of ups and downs, and sometimes the path forward is unclear. But when you focus on yourself and invest in your resilience, you are better able to handle adversity. You'll develop the tools you need to bounce back from failure, adjust to unexpected changes, and keep pushing forward when things get tough. In this sense, self-investment also means learning how to be adaptable and resourceful. The more you know yourself and understand how you react to challenges, the more equipped you are to handle the inevitable curveballs life will throw at you. Investing in yourself gives you the mental strength to weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. The truth is that when you focus on yourself, you unlock a deeper sense of purpose. You begin to understand not only who you are, but also what you are capable of. By taking the time to nurture yourself and invest in your personal growth, you give yourself the opportunity to become the best version of yourself. This sense of purpose is what drives you to keep moving forward, even when things aren't easy. And as you grow and evolve, you become more capable of making meaningful contributions to the world around you. Focusing on yourself isn't about becoming self-centered or isolated from others. It's about building a solid foundation so that you can show up in the world as your true, strongest self, ready to give, to serve, and to live a life aligned with your most authentic desires. When you take care of yourself, you set the stage for everything else in your life to flourish. Focusing on yourself is an often overlooked but crucial part of personal growth and fulfillment. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with external pressures, expectations from society, family obligations, the demands of work, it can be easy to lose sight of the one thing that truly matters: yourself. Too often, we find ourselves prioritizing the needs of others or working tirelessly to meet external standards while neglecting the very foundation of our well-being. But true success, contentment, and resilience begin when we make the conscious choice to focus on our own growth, health, and happiness. When we make ourselves a priority, we unlock the potential to live a life that is authentically our own. Focusing on yourself starts with understanding the importance of self-awareness. It's about taking the time to reflect on who you are, what you want, and where you're headed. Life can be fast-paced and distracting, and in the hustle of daily existence, we often forget to stop and ask ourselves these fundamental questions. By focusing inward, you begin to develop a clear picture of your own values, goals, and desires. This isn't a one-time exercise, but a continuous journey of self-discovery. When you know what you want and understand why it matters to you, the decisions you make become clearer and more intentional. Self-awareness helps you identify areas in which you need growth and allows you to build on your strengths, pushing you toward becoming the best version of yourself. It creates a strong sense of purpose and direction that can drive you to take action, even when life gets tough. The more you focus on yourself, the better you become at handling challenges. Life is never without obstacles, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed when things don't go according to plan. But when you've made the effort to invest in your personal development, you cultivate resilience. You develop the mental fortitude to stay grounded in the face of adversity. This comes from the practice of learning to listen to yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, and your instincts so that you can better navigate life's difficulties. Focusing on yourself means strengthening your emotional intelligence, allowing you to manage stress, cope with setbacks, and keep moving forward even when things seem uncertain. By building this inner resilience, you empower yourself to turn challenges into opportunities for growth, making you more adaptable and capable of handling whatever comes your way. The key aspect of focusing on yourself is the commitment to self-care. This goes beyond the traditional understanding of self-care, which is often seen as pampering or indulgence. True self-care involves taking proactive steps to nurture your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's about creating habits that support your overall health and making sure that you are in the best possible state to tackle your goals. This can mean setting aside time for exercise to keep your body strong and energized, eating nourishing foods to fuel your mind and spirit, and getting enough rest so that you are ready to face the day. But self-care also means taking time for mental health, whether that's through practices like mindfulness, journaling, or seeking therapy. It's important to check in with yourself regularly and recognize when you need a break, when you need to push forward, and when you need to push forward, and when you need to change direction. By making self-care a priority, you not only improve your own life, but you set a powerful example for others around you. People who invest in their well-being radiate confidence, energy, and positivity, and those around them often feel inspired to take similar steps in their own lives. Focusing on yourself also means developing the discipline to stay true to your own needs and goals, even in the face of distractions or pressure from the outside world. It's easy to get caught up in the expectations of others, whether that's from family members, friends, or society at large. There are countless voices telling you what success should look like, what you should prioritize, and what your life should be about. But when you focus on yourself, you take ownership of your choices. You recognize that your life is yours to create, and you have the power to shape it based on your values, not someone else's. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and being unapologetic about prioritizing your own needs. It might not always be easy, and there may be moments of guilt or self-doubt. But the more you practice focusing on yourself and your own happiness, the more you'll realize that you have to be your own advocate. As you continue to focus on yourself, the rewards are far-reaching. Investing in your own growth doesn't just improve your life in the short term, it has a long-lasting effect on your overall happiness and success. When you make a habit of focusing on yourself, you develop the strength to make tough decisions, the resilience to bounce back from failure, and the confidence to take bold steps toward your dreams. You begin to cultivate a sense of fulfillment that comes from within, rather than relying on external validation or achievements to define your worth. Focusing on yourself allows you to live in alignment with your true values and aspirations, creating a life that is uniquely yours. And as you grow, you also become better equipped to give back to others. The more you focus on yourself and cultivate your own potential, the more you can contribute to the people and causes that matter to you. You become a source of inspiration, support, and strength to others because you've taken the time to nurture your own well-being first. When you focus on yourself, you unlock the power to positively impact not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Focusing on yourself is one of the most powerful yet underutilized tools for creating a fulfilling and meaningful life. In a world where external pressures are constant societal expectations, family responsibilities, and career demands, it can be easy to lose sight of what truly matters: your own personal growth, happiness, and well-being. Too often, people find themselves caught in the trap of trying to meet the needs of others, living up to external standards, and doing everything for everyone else. While caring for others is important, it's essential to realize that true fulfillment and success begin when we turn our attention inward and invest in ourselves. By focusing on your own growth, health, and happiness, you empower yourself to be a better, stronger, and more resilient person, capable of facing the world with clarity and purpose. At the heart of focusing on yourself lies the development of self-awareness. This means taking the time to reflect on who you are, what you truly value, and where you want to go in life. It's about asking yourself hard questions such as, what are my passions? What do I stand for? What do I want to accomplish? By engaging in this kind of deep reflection, you gain insight into your own motivations, desires, and areas for growth. Without this self-awareness, it is easy to drift through life reacting to circumstances rather than proactively shaping your own future. Self-awareness allows you to align your actions with your true goals and aspirations, helping you make decisions that are in tune with who you truly are. Instead of getting swept up by the opinions and expectations of others, you develop the clarity and confidence to make choices that lead to your personal fulfillment. This self-awareness is closely tied to the concept of self-love, which is the foundation of focusing on yourself. Self-love doesn't mean being narcissistic or selfish. Rather, it means treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and respect that you would show to others. When you love yourself, you understand your worth and recognize that you deserve the time, energy, and resources needed for your growth and well-being. Too often, people neglect themselves in the name of caring for others, believing that they are being noble or selfless. But the truth is that when you neglect yourself, you deprive not only your own potential, but also those around you. When you invest in yourself, whether through self-care, learning new skills, or developing healthier habits, you create a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. And that's when you become better equipped to support the people you love and the causes you care about. Focusing on yourself also involves making intentional choices that support your physical, emotional, and mental health. It is easy to get caught up in the rush of daily life, constantly putting others first or pursuing the demands of work and social obligations. However, without taking care of yourself, you will eventually burn out, and that can affect all aspects of your life. Making self-care a priority means setting aside time to engage in activities that restore and refresh you, whether that's exercising, cooking healthy meals, meditating, reading, or spending time with loved ones. By nurturing your body, mind, and spirit, you build resilience, which is key to handling life's challenges with grace and strength. A strong foundation of health allows you to handle stress, overcome setbacks, and remain focused on your goals, even when things get tough. Self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity for maintaining the energy and mental clarity needed to thrive in all areas of life. In addition to physical and emotional health, focusing on yourself means investing in your intellectual and personal growth. This could involve setting aside time to learn new skills, read, or pursue new hobbies that excite and inspire you. Continuous learning not only enriches your life, but also keeps your mind sharp and your creativity flowing. It's important to challenge yourself to grow outside of your comfort zone, whether by taking on new projects at work, pursuing further education, or simply stepping into unfamiliar experiences that stretch your boundaries. By consistently pushing yourself to learn and grow, you build confidence in your abilities, which in turn fosters a greater sense of independence and self-assurance. This intellectual growth is not only valuable in professional settings, but also deeply enriching on a personal level. It helps you develop a broader perspective on life and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. A significant part of focusing on yourself is learning to set boundaries. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of personal growth, especially if you are accustomed to putting others first or saying yes to every request. But boundaries are crucial for preserving your energy, protecting your emotional health, and ensuring that you have the time and space needed for your own growth. Setting clear boundaries means saying no when necessary, whether it's to an extra commitment, an unhealthy relationship, or an opportunity that doesn't align with your goals. It's about honoring your own needs and recognizing that you can't give your best to others if you haven't first given your best to yourself. By learning to set boundaries, you show yourself and others the value of your time and energy, and you create the space necessary for personal growth, reflection, and rejuvenation. When you invest in yourself, whether through developing a growth mindset, learning new skills, or practicing self-care, you become better equipped to handle setbacks. Life will always present difficulties, whether in the form of personal losses, career challenges, or unexpected obstacles. But when you have a solid sense of self and the tools to cope, you are better able to face adversity head-on. Resilience is about more than just bouncing back from hardship. It's about learning, adapting, and growing stronger through the experience. When you focus on yourself, you develop the inner strength needed to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. And as you build that strength, you gain the confidence to face whatever comes next with a sense of purpose and determination. Ultimately, focusing on yourself doesn't mean ignoring the needs of others or becoming self-centered. Rather, it's about recognizing that you must first take care of your own needs in order to show up as your best self for the world. When you invest in your own growth, health, and happiness, you create a foundation of strength and resilience that not only benefits you, but also the people and causes you care about. By prioritizing yourself, you are better equipped to handle the challenges life presents, pursue your dreams with clarity, and live a life that is true to who you are. When you focus on yourself, you unlock your full potential and create the space for a life of meaning, fulfillment, and success. Focusing on yourself is often portrayed as a selfish act, but in reality, it is one of the most crucial steps you can take toward living a fulfilling and impactful life. In a world that constantly demands attention from every direction, be it through social expectations, professional obligations, or the needs of family and friends, it is easy to forget the most important person in your life, you. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean ignoring others or being self-centered. Instead, it is about recognizing that in order to give your best to those around you, you must first give your best to yourself. Self-investment is the foundation for every other kind of success and well-being. When you take the time to care for your own needs, nurture your passions, and work on your personal growth, you unlock the potential to create a life that reflects your true values and aspirations. The journey of focusing on yourself begins with developing a deep sense of self-awareness. In a world that constantly pushes people to conform or live up to external standards, it's easy to lose sight of who you truly are. We often live our lives based on what others think, or we strive to meet societal benchmarks that don't align with our own desires. By taking the time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you begin to understand yourself more deeply. This self-awareness allows you to identify what truly makes you happy and fulfilled, while also highlighting areas of your life that may need growth or change. It's an ongoing process requiring reflection and honest evaluation. But when you take the time to understand your own desires and motivations, you gain the clarity needed to make decisions that are in alignment with your true self. This internal guidance system ensures that the choices you make are not only meaningful, but also contribute to your overall well-being and sense of purpose. Focusing on yourself also requires cultivating self-love. This is not about ego or narcissism, but about nurturing a healthy relationship with yourself. Self-love involves acknowledging your worth, treating yourself with kindness and respect, and allowing yourself the space to grow. Many people struggle with this because they are conditioned to put others before themselves, often believing that selflessness is the ultimate virtue. However, neglecting your own needs in favor of others can lead to burnout, resentment, and a lack of fulfillment. By practicing self-love, you set boundaries that protect your mental and emotional health. This doesn't mean ignoring the needs of others. It means recognizing that you cannot be your best self for others unless you are first in a good place yourself. When you love yourself, you develop the confidence to pursue your passions, make decisions that align with your values, and seek out the experiences that will enrich your life. One of the most significant aspects of focusing on yourself is the commitment to self-care. Many people view self-care as an indulgence or luxury, something to be done only after all obligations have been met. However, self-care is an essential practice for maintaining your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about creating habits that nurture your body and mind. For some, self-care might mean exercise, eating nutritious food, getting enough sleep, or taking time for relaxation. For others, it might include practicing mindfulness, journaling, or seeking therapy. The important thing is to identify the practices that help you recharge and reconnect with yourself. Without regular self-care, it becomes difficult to stay energized, focused, and motivated. Moreover, when you neglect yourself, you risk becoming disconnected from your inner needs and desires, which can lead to stress, frustration, and a sense of emptiness. By making self-care a priority, you ensure that you have the energy and mental clarity to tackle life's challenges and move forward with purpose. Focusing on yourself is also an investment in your personal growth. Life is a continuous journey of learning and evolving, and it's important to dedicate time and effort toward expanding your knowledge, skills, and experiences. Personal growth can take many forms. It may involve pursuing new hobbies, advancing your education, taking on new challenges at work, or developing emotional intelligence. Whatever the path, the key is to keep growing and pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Growth requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and embracing the possibility of failure. But it's through these experiences that you learn, adapt, and discover new strengths within yourself. Personal growth doesn't happen by chance. It requires intentional effort and dedication. By focusing on self-improvement, you build resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are capable of. The more you invest in your personal development, the more prepared you are to handle life's challenges and seize opportunities that align with your goals. Another crucial aspect of focusing on yourself is learning how to set boundaries. In an interconnected world where everyone has access to your time and attention, setting boundaries can feel difficult. However, establishing boundaries is necessary for preserving your energy and protecting your mental health. It means learning to say no when necessary, whether it's to additional work responsibilities, social events, or even toxic relationships. Setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, but an act of self-preservation. It's about recognizing your limits and respecting your own needs. When you set boundaries, you send a message to yourself and others that your time and energy are valuable. You create space for the things that truly matter to you, and you prevent yourself from becoming overwhelmed or burned out. Boundaries allow you to protect your focus and energy so that you can give your best to the areas of your life that truly align with your values. When you focus on yourself, you create a ripple effect that can positively influence every area of your life. By dedicating time and energy to your own growth, well-being, and happiness, you become a better version of yourself. This newfound strength and clarity enable you to approach relationships, work, and life challenges with a fresh perspective. You become more present, more patient, and more capable of navigating life's complexities with grace. As you invest in yourself, you become more resilient, adaptable, and better equipped to deal with setbacks. By focusing on your own personal development, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and confidence that can withstand the external pressures of the world. This makes it easier to stay true to your values and goals, regardless of the distractions around you. In turn, the positive changes you make in yourself radiate outwards, impacting not only your life but the lives of those around you. When you focus on yourself, you become empowered to create a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful, one that reflects the truest version of who you are and what you want to contribute to the world.